What is up, YouTube? It is Envy, and I hope all is well on your end. I'd like to welcome you to Mystic Gardens, my latest Planet Coaster 2 project. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the future of Mystic Gardens, all of the lands that are going to be in the park. So, that way, you guys can give me some suggestions of what you want to see with the future lands of the park, as well as the names of the future attractions and shops as well. But in the meantime, if you have not seen what we've done in the British Gardens of Mystic Gardens, go ahead and check out that video, which is available in the link down in the description, as well as the outro cards of the video. But let's go ahead and talk about the future of Mystic Gardens. For episode 2 is going to be the Hawaiian Garden, so it's going to be very tropical, very Hawaiian, and I just think that it's going to be a very lush and tropical land. Probably going to be one of my favorite lands in the entire park, because I do love the tropical theme and the resort theme of Planet Coaster 2. So let's talk about the rides for the Hawaiian Gardens. The first ride will be a log flume, and it's going to be called Menehune River Run. And if you guys don't know what Menehune are, they're basically little people of Hawaii that build huge projects overnight. And I thought for the storyline of the attraction is that the Menehune have made these logs as well as a contraption to transfer these logs up on top of a river. So we're gonna have a log flume, and the Menehune are going to be involved in that. So I think it's going to be a really fun addition to the park. And then we're going to have a wooden coaster, which is going to be a GCI. And it's going to be called Tiki Waka. That's the temporary name. If you guys have a better suggestion for the Hawaiian GCI coaster, feel free to let me down in the comments. This could be changed if I do see a comment that is good enough for the attraction, but it's going to be a GCI. It's going to be a smaller like GCI. There's going to be 6 trains in the ride. So, and it's for this, it's going to be more tighter turns than more traditional GCI. So just give me some time, and I think that having it this way will make the land a lot better. And by the way, for our lone flat ride, we're going to have this tiny eye somewhere. It might be. My thing is, we're going to have at least one coaster per land. So, one coaster and another ride. So, this land would most likely have 3, but the average is going to be 2. The UK has 3. Hawaii's going to have 3. And I'm not so sure about the other lands in particular, but that's what you guys in the comments are going to help me out with. So please help your friend out. Please help your Planet Coaster 2 friend out in the comments for that. The next land is going to be a Greek garden. So it's going to be a lot more of a symmetrical style garden. And I think instead of being out in the lake, you're going to have to step up and enter the Greek gardens. And you can tell that by the name of one of the rides. This ride is going to be named Hercules. It's going to be a B&M family invert. And what I do mean by family invert, we're not going to have any inversions. I want to try and make sure that none of the roller coasters have inversions on them. I might get away with having one, but not for the Greek area. This is going to be more like a family-friendly park, so the roller coasters will be more approachable to families. But I think having a B&M family invert would fit the park well. What would fit more would be a Vekoma family suspended, but a B&M invert will do justice for us here in the Greek Gardens. And then for a flat ride, I ultimately decided to do this. This is the Frenzy Frill. I think this is called the Zamperla Nebula in real life. There's only one of them. But I think that this attraction would be best if we had, if I can get the piece for it, the Medusa. I think the name of the attraction would most likely be Medusa. So we're gonna have the themed Medusa and make it look like her snake hair. And then for Hercules, I think just having this is a Poseidon statue, but we're just gonna pretend it's Hercules, and just having this right next to the attraction entrance would be really cool. Moving on to the next land. The next land, which is most likely going to be in the middle of the back, is going to be the Japanese Gardens. And considering we do not have Japanese themes in Planet Coaster 2, I'm going to have to improvise a lot. I think that this attraction, which is the Sizzler, which is the Scrambler in real life, I think would be best fit for Ninja. I think Ninja would be a great name for this ride. But if you guys do have a better name for this particular attraction, feel free to let me know down in the comments. If we do get Temple in the Sky from Planet Coaster 1 into the game before I build the Japanese Garden, I'm going to put that in there instead of the Scrambler. But I think for our roller coaster, we should have a Vekoma family launch. And for that, I have decided to name it Yokai. Which, yokai is supposed to be like tricksters and little like spirit, like tricking spirits, if I remember correctly. So that's the name that I've come up with this, and it's supposed to be launched, and I'm trying my best not to make it the same as Sorcerer's Curse over in the UK. So we do have that for the family coaster. This might get scrapped, maybe. I'm possibly considering making... This would probably be the only rule that I will break for Family Thrill, and replace it with the sit-down four-seater Vekoma, and make it an inversion-focused attraction, just for, like, getting more thrill seekers into the park and having that attraction in the back. But if you guys think that the Vekoma four-seater would be a better choice than the family launch, feel free to let me know down in the comments, and if so, I may consider changing the name of Yokai for this into something else entirely. As for the final land, we are going to be going to Mexico. And for Mexico, I am going to be doing a dark ride and a spinning coaster. The spinning coaster does not have a name. I'm having a hard time coming up with a good name for the spinning coaster. Remember, this is supposed to be a Mexican-themed coaster, so feel free to let me know down in the comments down below. What do you think a Mexican spinning coaster name would be known for? The colors can be changed, by the way, just an FYI. And finally, for the dark ride, which I'm going to build when I have a brand new graphics card that will give me global illumination with ray tracing. I do not have a graphics card for that, so once I get that graphics card, which will most likely be at the end of the year, as a Christmas/birthday present for me, that's when I'm going to build out the ride. But the name of the ride will be Fiesta de los Muertos. And yeah, it's supposed to be themed to Day of the Dead, so I think it would be a fantastic theme for the attraction. Just having the Haunted Mansion style car. It's supposed to be kind of like Haunted Mansion, but Day of the Dead. I just think that would be a better theme overall. Like, inside the car, it's supposed to look like marigolds, and you're going through a portal connected to an ofrenda, or a shrine to the lost family members, and you're into the land of the dead. It's mainly going to be inspired by Coco and their Land of the Dead, and I just think it's going to be a very fun attraction. Like, it's going to be our only dark ride, so we're going to have to go all out for what a local family park would be. I'm just very happy about the plans that I have for Mystic Gardens, and I just think that this will be a nice park for me overall. Something smaller, but something that I can easily do for you guys for the next few months and be proud of. And again, like I said earlier in the UK episode, I forgot if I said this in the UK episode, but the episodes will come out when the lands are done. So that way you can have a better example of what I am doing for the lands in Mystic Garden and for the rides and stuff. Get your suggestions down in the comments down below, and if you like what you see so far, feel free to hit the like button and do not forget to subscribe for more Planet Coaster and all things gaming. Until next time, guys, take care of yourselves. Until then, I am out of here.